Act. Article 227 of the Constitution empowers the High Court with the superintendence over all courts and tribunals throughout its territory. Stop. The power of superintendence under Article 227 includes the administrative as well as judicial superintendence, that is, the High Court can transfer a case by exercising its administrative power of superintendence or its judicial power of superintendence. Stop. Article 227 and 235 of the Constitution empower the High Court to transfer the cases on administrative side. Stop. Article 235 of the Constitution empowers the High Court with control over subordinate courts, including posting and promotion of judicial officers. Stop. Para. Code of Criminal Procedure vests plenary powers in the High Court relating to the superintendence over the subordinate courts, including the appointment, posting, promotion and transfer of judicial officers. Stop. Section 33 provides that the judicial officers shall have the powers conferred upon them by High Court, and High Court is empowered to withdraw the powers conferred on any officer. Stop. Section 194 empowers the High Court to direct a sessions judge to try a particular case. Stop. Section 407 empowers the High Court to transfer the cases on judicial side, and Section 483 stipulates the duty of High Court to exercise continuous superintendence over courts to judicial magistrates subordinate to it, as to ensure that there is an expeditious and proper disposal of cases by such magistrates. Stop. Section 482 vests inherent power in the High Court to make such orders as may be necessary to give effect to any order under this code, or to prevent abuse of process of any court, or otherwise to secure the ends of justice. Stop. Section 483 empowers the High Court to exercise superintendence over the subordinate judiciary. Stop. Rule 3, Part B of Chapter 26 of Delhi High Court Rules empowers the High Court to transfer the cases on administrative grounds. Stop. To summarize, the High Court has both judicial as well as administrative powers to regulate administration of justice. Stop. Para. Section 460 protects irregularities which do not vitiate the proceedings, whereas Section 461 lists out irregularities which vitiate proceedings. Stop. Section 462 deals with proceedings in a wrong place, and Section 465 deals with the effect of an error, omission or irregularity. Stop. Para. Section 462 protects judgment even given by a criminal court in a proceeding which took place in a wrong jurisdiction unless it has resulted in failure of justice. Stop. Section 465 protects the irregularities in the complaint, summons, warrants, proclamation, order, judgment or other proceedings before or during trial. Stop. The conviction cannot be set aside merely on the ground of procedural irregularity unless it has resulted in failure of justice. Stop. Para. The accused challenged the conviction under Section 302 IPC on the ground that a charge under Section 302/34 of IPC was not framed against him. Stop. The Supreme Court rejected the objection on the ground that the appellant was unable to show what prejudice, if any, was caused to the appellant, even if such charge has not been framed against him. Moreover, the appellant was always fully aware of all the facts. Stop. The Supreme Court held that failure of justice means serious prejudice caused to the accused. Stop. It has to be shown that the accused has suffered some disability or detriment in respect of the protections available to him under Indian criminal jurisprudence. Stop. Once the accused is able to show that there has been serious prejudice caused to him with respect to either of these aspects and that the same has defeated the rights available to him under criminal jurisprudence, then the accused can seek benefit under the orders of the court. Stop.